WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic products. I'm not sure if this is rare and exotic. Lux Row 4-grain bourbon whiskey. Now, I paid 99 euros over here for this bottle. It's about 80 something in the States, so it's not that much of a difference. And it says the wonderful words on the front, double single barrel. I hate it when they create new things like that. What do I mean I hate it? I hate that word. How can you have a double single barrel? Well, you take two single barrels and you mix them together, which turns into a small batch in my world, but no, they call it a double single barrel. So you take a barrel of wheated bourbon. Let's just say the same thing you use for the Rebel 106 years of age, wheated product. And you take a bottle, and this is going to be my comparison whiskey, of something that is a rye bourbon, high rye, not even high rye, just a rye mash bill. And you mix those two casks together, and then you bottle it. And you send it out to the different stores in the different countries and the different places where you sell your products. Now, what they did is that I don't know if they had dozens or hundreds of barrels that they did this with. Now, they did not mix and blend all 100 plus barrels together at once. So they took one of the rye, put them together, and pump. I have, for example, barrel number 819699. That's the wheated from the, I couldn't read it for my life here. I need my help here. So from the 14th of August to 2018, and they have the barrel, which is the rye 813849, which was from the 9th of August 2018. So this is 2018 product, 2024. So it's almost a 6-year-old product. I'm doing this in September. This hit the shores basically in August. I don't know if I made it over that this quick, so it's just shy of its 6-year age statement. Now, on the back of the bottle, there is some interesting information. Again, I can almost read this here. Nearly a decade ago, it started with an idea, a vision to become a leading producer of fine bourbons. In 2018, that dream became a reality when Lux Row Distillery opened its doors. Since then, Lux Row has mastered the art of crafting, not distilling, not producing, crafting fine bourbons, and has made its mark as a permanent trip on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Now, I visited the distillery 2022, and I was very good tour, I must admit. So if you're ever in Bardstown, please go by. Good place. Bardstown Bourbon Company, drive down the road on the other side, Lux Row. So it's not that far away from each other. You drive into the city of Bardstown, basically, then you have Preservation, you can go to Heaven Hill. You used to be able to go to 1792 Barton's, closed for visitors. What other places are really in Bardstown? I know Bardstown's the bourbon capital of the world, but it's like, wait, there weren't that many bourbon distilleries there, were there? All right, so I forgot a few, I'm sure. But the tour is highly, highly recommended. This bottle fascinates me, not because it's just rounded corners, but yet quadratic, like a box. I can fit a hard-boiled egg underneath here. I have no idea what they were thinking about. I just have a sample bottle here. It doesn't really fit. But it's just, my finger goes in about 1.5 inches. I mean, that's just crazy with the glass at the bottom there. All right, 99 euros, $80. That's really the question. Do we need this? Do we want this? Whiskybase 247718, and it was added here in America. They have different barrels. This was 819722 and 8113872. So totally different barrels, but still it's not even cask strength. They dilute it down to 57.5 each and every time, so they have this here. Good. Let's smell. Let's taste. Let's review. Let's comment. I was told, warning, hot. So we'll see if that's true or not. Now, in the nose, I get a wheated bourbon moment. I'm not a big fan of the wheated bourbon, I must admit. There's just something missing of that rye spice in my bourbon every single time I try that. You can give me a maker's mark, just normal, and say, wait, wheated, something's missing. This has more depth. This has pecan. This has tobacco leaves. This is very, very nice. I don't know if you can still get the pure Kentucky. This just says basically distilled, aged, and bottled in Kentucky, not at Willett. Willett was not producing bourbon 12 years ago. They barely have 6-year-old rye that they have on the market. All right, so they do have an 8-year-old bourbon, don't they? I'm sorry. Forgive me. They have been doing it for at least 8 years now. The nose, nah. Not really what I want. They say I should have in there four grain double single barrel oak, caramel, and vanilla. Cheers. Let's try it. I'll tell you what I should be drinking. That's a hot one. Right down the center of my tongue, there's a burning sensation of just alcohol, pure heat. And it's still there. It goes down to about the diaphragm here. Wow. That is not what I want in a whiskey. I should be getting, and listen carefully, they say caramel, okay, citrus, maybe, vanilla, cinnamon, and velvety smooth. This is not, I don't know what taste buds have died in your mouth to say velvety smooth, but this is not. And with a mellow oak finish. This is burner fluid hot almost. All right, I know I'm being a little bit over mean here, but I'm going to dilute it down. I'm going to take the 57.5 and try to get it down to about 51, 52. See what happens here. Now in the nose, there's a little bit more of a sweetness that comes through, a little bit more of an oakiness as well. This is about 50%, and there's still a lot of heat. Ooh, pepper, white pepper, heat. This is a C- whiskey. I'm sorry. Value for money, $80, 99 euros. This is a D- whiskey. I would not recommend going out and buying this whiskey. Now, we have some Rebels. I have a Cabernet Sauvignon. I have the new Rebel Small Batch, Small Batch Reserve with 55%. I'm really looking forward to that. And we have a 6-year-old 100 Rebel here, which I will be reviewing in a moment. Sometimes it's me. Sometimes it's just my problem with alcohol. I have a bad day or whatever. And that's why I always have I almost always have a second bottle here just to see, is it me or is it the whiskey? It's not me. This is 53.5%. This is good. This has depth. It can almost go on the same. Imagine you took Booker's, whichever Booker's you have, dilute it down from 63 down to 53, and that's what you get almost. That's some good juice here. Where this was made, who knows? It could be Heaven Hill. It could be Beam. It could be anything there that I really don't recognize. But this is a beautiful, beautiful bottle and a dumb marketing ploy with the double single barrel 4 grain. But not for me. First question, what other distilleries in Bardstown have I forgotten? And second question is, what 4 grain bourbons do you know of? Oh, 4 grains. You take the wheated MGP from Penelope, put it together with the wheated rye bourbon, and you have a 4 grain. Exactly what they did. I would rather have Penelope any day of the week than this, and it's cheaper. My suggestion. I used to have bottles of this, are gone, so that's why I looked over there. See you very much. Whiskey Jason here. Bye-bye.